Nothing is an exact science, including when I start or end stream. Awkward transition. Okay. Time to draw. I lied to everyone. Gold? No gold. Now my hands are sweaty. I'm taking off my sweatshirt. Ah! I stripped on stream. Bam. Banned for Twitch. Anyway, get to it. Let's hop right into the news. I got some science to do. I felt like that. Here's the thing, right? I've not been getting tons of views, so I was like, I'm just gonna do it. And I don't feel like playing games tonight. I feel like getting some stuff done in the art world. So that's what I'll do. If I can't tell the difference compared to the music, not again! That's probably because my mic's a little further away than usual. Let me try this. Is that better? Is that any better? There. You prefer that, Gold? Also, raise your voice just a bit if you can. I'll put my mic this much closer, and also there. Is that better? At that point, my voice is getting really loud, I feel like. But hey, Gold's the viewer. We do what Gold wants around here, because they're perfect. I'll proportion things out. Up, hop, hop, up, 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 up. So not only am I drawing Alex today, I need to draw Alex in like a DBZ style. So actually, DBZ manga art. I'm about to just swallow the fucking microphone. Because when I lean towards my computer, I get closer to the microphone. That's actually pretty good. A good example of how Toriyama does his thing. View image. Zoom in on that crispy image. A nice, crisp image. But yeah. So, you know, something kind of new. I guess. Onsta has a lot of experience in this. Monsta. She's definitely very into DBZ. Specifically Yamcha. Which I mean, like, hey, you can't help who your favorite character is. I have absolutely shied away from making any kind of Yamcha dies jokes, because I'm sure, depending on how long Onsta's has had Yamcha as her favorite character. She's heard that many times. My favorite DBZ character is Piccolo. I think Piccolo's cool. You know? He's not like... Obviously he's not Goku or Vegeta. But... he's also always managed to hold his own. To a degree. Piccolo's the guy who's like, since he's been around, has been like, oh no, Piccolo is beaten. We are in real trouble now. Not the Piccolo. They have beaten him. We must fall back on our failsafes, which would be Goku and Vegeta. My mother is home. As I hear board squeaking, that or someone has broken into my place. We will find. I'm sure it will become apparent which is which shortly. That's fun. Isn't there like, there might be a Reddit to it, but isn't there something like that, like a playlist or Reddit dedicated to like people breaking in while someone is live on stream, or just crimes that happen live on stream? Because in this age of broadcasting everything on the internet, that's gonna happen a couple times. When you broadcast so much of your life on the internet, eventually they're gonna find out when a crime happens near you. People watching are like, oh dang, that was a crime. I just witnessed a crime be done. Big old ears. I guess Toriyama likes some big old ears. What was I thinking of? Sometimes it's shocking to think of the stuff Toriyama's done art for. Because Chrono Trigger, Dragon Quest, Dragon Ball. That does exist, but I am unaware of any. Well, it's kind of like those. I'm sure it's not as bad as, like, you know, one of those snuff film Reddits where it's like, this is video of people dying. But it's definitely up there, right? Because it is something pretty bad happening live on stream. Uncensored, uncut. We're all doing it live here. But yeah, I'm sure it wouldn't be hard to find. Of like, crime happens live on stream. Probably just look that up. A million results. Don't look it up. I'm sure a bad thing happens. If you're curious what happens, bad things. Pencil lead goes so fast. Up, 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 up. Yeah, I don't know. Getting around to Dragon Ball for another minute. I remember this summer where, what was I thinking of? Where like Nicktoons started playing Dragon Ball Z. So I was like, this is dumb. And I kept watching it. And I was like, well, I'm invested. It's dumb, but I'm invested. Good old shonen. With that power creep. I want to watch it again. And not to be rude, I want to watch it from where I started watching it the first time. Which was like literally, I think it was like the episode where Goku gets back during the Saiyan saga. Like, you know, everything's bad and all of a sudden Goku shows up and it's like, oh, he's here. The man to save the day. in trying to draw fucking Alex in a what is the thing in a Toriyama style, I've made him look more feminine, which isn't a bad thing because Alex is supposed to look feminine. I've never drawn Alex with his hair down. Alex is always wearing his hair up in a ponytail. I recently drew him shirtless because I had an idea about that. Also, does Toriyama got like face lines? No, he doesn't. Not really. He's kind of got like these things. I mean, Alex got good cheat. That's my JoJo influence spilling out. I don't think I have any interest in watching the proper show. I feel like we've had this conversation before. Gold. That and Chen being like, I was talking about wanting to watch the original Dragon Ball, and Chen was like, I don't want to. I was like, okay then. DBZA is good. And I mean, fuck, I'm someone who would be like, this could be an official dub. Even though the creators have expressly been like, nah, this is just a fan dub. It is for the purposes of comedy. Do not take it seriously. But regardless, it's good. And they make some good writing choices, too. But I will say there is something lost with them making some comedic choices. Not like it's a bad thing. I mean, they did it for comedy, so I'm not being like, oh, it's comedy, how could they do that? No. I've established Dragon Ball is dumb. But I'm just saying, in the transit, as is the law of conservation of mass, they have exchanged something. Wait, no, that's Full Metal Alchemist. You get what I'm saying. They've exchanged things in order to gain comedy. I would argue it's tension, because I don't watch like Team 4-Star all the time, but I've watched some of their stuff, mostly DBZ related. I mean, I've watched their Hellsing dub, their Dragon Ball dub, and some of their top 10s. But anyway, I mean, in their top 10s, they were talking about like tension in Dragon Ball, and I think that's kind of the biggest drawing point. Is like, if you, I mean, especially if it's like your first time watching the show, it's like, dang, what's gonna happen next, you know? Arguably, that's why so many people think of the Frieza saga so fondly. Is that there's a lot of tension in just our heroes having to sneak around as this way too powerful villain is on the hunt for those magical balls. That's how it beats him. Let's put more tension in Alex's neck, just since he's turning it this way. So this animation is for school, and the idea is a change of expression. So I kind of want Alex like nodding off to the side here. And then he like turns his head forward and gets calmer. And then he gets really intense. Also, while I was presenting my idea, people started screaming because they were making fun of Dragon Ball. And like, yeah, I don't have a problem with that. I do have a problem that you're actually screaming. Someone said it for me. They were like, it's too early for this class to start screaming. I'm tired, please. Yeah, I must agree. I'm not wicked into this. I don't like loud noises in general. So that's one reason I don't watch a lot of horror movies. Is because just screaming is an easy way to make my skin crawl, and that's like the very base of all I want to keep saying action of all horror movies is just having someone scream. So that's another reason for me not to watch them. Turn this way. This way, chat. Ugh. I have censored my viewer count, but looking at it's a bad idea at all, in the slightest. God, turn on the lights. I don't know. I don't want to get too into it, but like, I've been doing the same thing for a while now, and I don't have a problem with that. But all of a sudden, numbers went down. And granted, I'm content to just stream no matter how many viewers I get, but it doesn't change the fact that I'm like, what? What happened? What happened? You know? I would understand it more if I was doing something trendy, but I mean, fuck. The trendy thing on Twitch right now is Monster Hunter Rise, and I've been doing that. And then out of nowhere, is it because Rise is out, and other people's favorite streamers are playing it? Thus, they're like, not Cahill today, which I get. I would say that's a top thing for me. Is that like sometimes I start watching. No, not start watching Twitch. I avoid watching Twitch. Like I get the notification someone I followed went live, and I'm like, I'm tired. And like I do enjoy watching them sometimes, but in a preference thing, I just need a break right now. I need some space between us. I think I need to make his head bigger. While it's facing front. Bigger head! Even bigger! So yeah, that's just my life. Also, I think I said this on yesterday's stream. I'll say it again. I don't think anyone... Wait. No one's here. Perfect. But I'm just going to be taking a break from Twitch for a week. Just with school and everything. And the fact that numbers are a little down. I think it's a good idea. I have plans, and here's the thing, right? Before this even affected me... Not affected me, I guess was in my notice. I had an idea for something, and if anything, this is only fueling my idea, which I guess is good in some ways, you know. If further evidence only supports the thing you want to do, then I guess it's a good thing to do. But yeah, that's how it be. Let me tell you how it is. Let me break it down for you real quick. I think I need to erase. Because the chin is way further down than I think it should be. At least for the way I want the head to move. This is something you have to think about while animating. It's like, yes, maybe this is a good position statically, but will it look good as you try and get there? The answer is no. Well, then you might want to change up your positions. This sounds like the sex talk. Uh-oh. Oh no, I've made an innuendo. What was I thinking of? I will say one thing I'm thinking of changing up is doing earlier stuff in the summer, just because it's the summer and it'll be easier to. And when I was watching Deer one time, they made a point that the neighborhood watch isn't exactly always. The neighborhood watch centers around BST, Berry Standard Time, which means if you're in England, you're not getting a lot of content for your time. Whoopsie. To be fair, I fit this stuff in when I can, which happens to be late. Late for me, and definitely late for England. Time zones are weird. What would be the fault of having singular time? Of just being like, it's 4 o'clock everywhere. And what that means to you is different. But that doesn't change that it's 4 o'clock everywhere. Is there an argument for that? Because there's an argument for getting rid of daylight savings time. And I don't know the logistics of it, but I believe the idea is that daylight saving time was a thing made for another thing, and it's kind of outdated now. Forehead. Forehead. Human faces are weird. If you're an early artist, just know that that took me the longest thing, is just knowing how human heads work. Sometimes it's a little hard. Also, I think the face is good now, but blah! I think the head is good, but maybe the face is off. So let me change that up. There. Frowny. Brownie. Start rhyming. Poems are best when they rhyme. And listen, a lot of poetry people don't like to hear it. That doesn't mean it's not true. Because, like, you know, poetry's got all that structure and stuff. And sure, that's neato. But it's even more neato when you can do all that and also rhyme it. Hello. I'm Dylan Cahill, an animation major. I'm gonna criticize all of poetry now. Okay. As someone who... Go on, Gold. As someone who what? I'm moving stuff around on my computer. whose main focus at school is science, I am here for the art major dissing another form of art. All the nerds laugh as the art majors fight amongst themselves. I don't know. I'll fight another art major, fuck it. Especially if they're a film major. I'll fight you. on your film opinions. I think the only thing, I would only fight a film major if they started dissing animation. Where do they get off? I only say that, not because I know film majors have done that, but just because animation can have a hard time in the world of serious film. That looks good. Focus on different sciences, it's true. What science did you used to focus on, Gold? Which apparently you changed. And I mean, I'm into science. Believe it or not, I am walking on air. Despite the fact that I'm more dense than it. Science fact. Also, yeah. Yeah, since no one else is here, Gold gets the spotlight shown on her. Whoops. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. In chemistry. He's stupid, and that didn't work out. I was bad at chemistry. I like to visualize stuff, and as you can imagine, trying to visualize anything in chemistry became very hard. Pretty quickly. They're like atoms, and I was like, sweet. And then they're like quarks. I was like, fuck. How can that be smaller? How can the distance from an electron to its nucleus be greater than the distance from the Earth to the sun? How much space is in there? And they make up everything? Dang it. The fuck is avocado's number? Why do I still remember that? I don't even remember what it's for. Okay, well now we have to look this up. What's Avogadro's? What is Avogadro's number? Wait. 4. Is the proportionality factor that relates to the number of a constituent particles, usually molecule, in a sample with the amount of substance in that sample. It's reciprocal mole, and it is defined as Na, blah, 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 blah. I don't get why that's important. Memorizing formulas. Oh yeah, no, I'm bad at that too. I'm wicked bad at math. That's why, despite being interested in science, I'm an art major. Now, I've disappointed my family. That's not true. My family's a bunch of Disney nerds. And they're perfectly fine with me going after animation. Expecting me to make more Disney stuff, even though, like, maybe, because I like making funny cartoons, but also maybe not. I like to make some serious cartoons. So. Also, I realize could tell you why it's important, but my brain at all times. Okay. Well, hey, apparently you know. Why is Avogadro's number important, Gold? Uh-oh. Pig set off the alarm, thus breaking my sound. Hi, Pig. Hi, chat, Pig. Hi, Pig chat. Let me pause this. pause. Oh, hey. Actually. Sorry about that. I don't know why that happened. Just said I could. I thought you meant you could tell me. But you're trying to say you're stupid. Even though I don't believe that. And then turn this down to about here. Oh yeah, and then do this. Why does it break every time? Who knows? Who could ever know? There we go. Back to it. But yeah. Hi everyone. Good to see you. Now streaming. A, I think that's a pun name, in which case good for you. And B, I don't think I've seen you before. Hello. Pig, how'd off go? Is bad at retaining information. That'll happen. We're doing some DBZ-esque animation. Hi. Heck yes, it's a pun. Oh my, well, I deeply appreciate that. Puns will never... First off, does your name have something to do with now? As it's spelt there? We murdered a child. Wait, did you get to the end of off, Pig? Like the end of off? You were close, I believe. Name is now. Well, you saw an opportunity and took it. Please go to... Okay, so wait. First off, now, please go to Barry's streaming and assert that you have the better name than him, because you do. And second off, Pig, slight spoilers for off for anyone watching the VOD. Pig, did you choose the judge or the batter? To whom Barry is Oh my goodness, another person who doesn't know Barry is here. I'm honored. Ah, yeah. Barry's the big guy who runs the team we're in. Judge first, then batter. Okay, you did both. Judge first, then batter. Okay. That's fine. If you had only gone with batter, I would have been upset with you. But you did both, and that's whatever. So yeah. I had to look up the ending to that game. Because first off, I never beat it myself. And second off, it's weird. And I feel shitty. Yeah, it's a genocide run. Off is like Undertale, except you don't get to choose whether you're genocide or mercy until you reach the very end of the game. Which, I mean, hey. But also it has more to offer than that, so... I'm doing some transition. I just want to know who hurt the batter. I don't think anyone hurt the batter. Once again, spoilers for off, if anyone wants to do it. From what I got from the ending, the batter is like the first wave of an invasion of some colonizers. And he was just going there to wipe out the whole place. And as long as you choose judge, that doesn't happen. If you choose batter, of course it does. Also, my browser froze. Also, I can relate to the batter being emotionally dead. Also, I want to draw Alex breathing. Alex needs to breathe. Have you breathed today, chat? Wait, I did not get that at all. Uh-oh. I think there's an after credit scene. There's an after credit scene where something happens. Whoopsie-doo. But hey. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't really matter that much as it is... I mean, the batter is literally just doing what he says he's doing. Except he's phrasing it differently. Which is, he's trying to purify stuff. But purify just means kill everything. They try and trick you by being like, yeah, there's ghosts. Hint, hint. But no, he's just killing people. You are helping him do this. Also, the batter's design when you're judged is great. So, you know. Which it is inferred that everyone sees the batter that way. Only you see him as a human batter. Also, sugar into the pipe. Well, hey, not everywhere is perfect. But that's what, Pig, that's literally what Enoch said in your stream today. Whether or not they deserve it, they still die. Is it up to you to choose? That's some stuff I can appreciate from like I've often thought, well actually just kind of more recently thought about how comics as writing, because they are often not used as that. They're typically more used for, you know, superhero shenanigans. But like sometimes they can be good for things like that, where it's like, is it really right to be judge, jury, and executioner? Batman likes to pretend. Batman likes to pretend it's about that, but it's not. Like, Batman has such a hard line against killing. And if you haven't gotten that over the 80 years he's been around. Like, occasionally Damian and Jason will be like, shouldn't we be killing people? And it's like, no. You shouldn't. Stop. You both have fucking mental issues. Yes, I've drawn his head weird. Big ol' head. I'm just trying to think about how I would draw. I'm trying to draw him breathing in. Well, actually, I don't know how to draw things. Did y'all know that? Did you know that I, Dylan Cahill, the art streamer, do not know how to draw? It's true. The knowledge escapes me repeatedly. If you thought otherwise, you were wrong. And now you don't get the special prize. Sorry. That's how it goes sometimes. Okay, what is the thing of? Let's look this up. Also, does anyone know what Avogadro's number's for? Me and Gold don't. Even though we learned it at some point. Breathing in. Let's look at some stock images. No. Okay, this works. Well, the image can be loaded. That's great. Also, why are all of these from 3-4? There. This image better load. Okay. I'm looking. It's been like 3 years and brain is dead. That's fair. I'm not judging you, Gold. I learned it too and also forgot it. I feel bad. I've been talking to Pig in the Discord about how I don't like my sound class, and it is the second time. Number of atoms and a certain amount of stuff. Oh, is that it? It's literally just like use this to figure out atoms in something. Okay. That's simpler than I was thinking. But was it? Big old eyebrows. Gotta draw big eyebrows. Listen, I'm dumb. I have a hard time visualizing really big numbers. I'm dumb. But I hope you enjoyed Off Big. Maybe I'll play it at some point. I already want to fucking copy you and play. I don't want to say Terraria. That's not it. Terminology. Chenology. Tetranodon. Tetramino. Telemanungus. It's because there are so many atoms that counting them all would create a number so large it's impractical. I would argue it's impractical. But I enjoy it. Terranigma? Yeah, sure, I guess that's it. No, Pig, you're thinking of one of the 4th generation starters from Sinnoh, from Pokemon. Those memes are great. The one where it's just like, no, you're thinking of blank, and it's like, no, you dumbass. You're thinking of blank, and it's like, no, that's blank. You're thinking of blank. Terranigma. That looks pretty good. I need to buff out his cheeks. Double cheeked up on a Wednesday afternoon. That's me. I don't even got love handles anymore. These are just handles. Everyone hold on, because it's sad. That's not how that one goes, but dang it, I tried my hardest. Sometimes I try my best and I don't succeed. Is how many elemental particles are in point. I hate that. Hey, Gold, I hate what you said. How often. Is it just because he found it? Is that he found that number? Or is that really used so much in chemistry that they need to remember that specific number? Of how many particles there are in 0.0012 of carbon. Only a little over 1/100th of a gram of carbon. Chemist out there, answer why you annoy me. That's my whole ass major. Okay. Juice, if that's your real major, and you know it real well, I need you to explain to me right now why Avogadro's number is important. Not that it's 0.0012 kilograms of carbon-12 and how many particles it's in. No. Why do you need that number? Why do you need that information? Because pi is important because it finds the circumference of a circle. And that's really all it does. Just how many... It's very useful because it's just how many particles there are in comparison to... Did you mean to say it's not very useful? Or did you literally mean to say it's very useful? Because it's just how many particles there are in comparison to 0.0... It is useful. Why is that useful? Why would you need to know that? I know carbon's common, but still, at least it's important because that's how we determine the purity of compounds, basically. So we know that there is actually medicine in your medicine. So if I'm getting this right, Avogadro's number is less important because of its relation to how much carbon, and more important, the concentration of things. Okay. I don't understand how you get that from the amount of particles in carbon, but I believe you. That would be one of my first guess, and I believe you. It's just that gold came back and was like, it's how much particles are in carbon. And I'm like, why would that be relevant? That's my bad. It's not your bad. It's just that sometimes, I mean, if it was your bad, Gold, then I would have remembered it from the first time. It's clear that this information is just not important to me. Hey, that looks pretty good. Hey, that's pretty good. Did you know Avogadro's number was originally Doki Doki Panic in Japan before being changed for Western audiences? True fact. Because I explained it poorly. Apparently my professor did too, because I don't remember it. Okay. This has the motion I want so far. I don't know how the fuck I'm about to make this head turning, I mean not head tilting, smooth, because it's gonna look bad. But hey, that's how you do. That's animation for you. I'm putting this one aside. Has this been good stream content? Learning Avogadro's number? Like 2 whole fucking years, damn. Dumb art man, learn chemistry. Did Pig leave? I can't talk about science around him anymore. It gets heated. It gets awkward. Dun, dun, dun. Remember it then, of course you don't think it's important. Well, yeah. Because even though I like science to a degree, clearly I'm not going to be using that number a lot. Or at most chemistry formulas. Sorry about that, Juice. I know I've disappointed you. Juice, as the original person I was cloned after, is both my mother and my father, and my aunt and uncle. So, disappointing them is kind of a big deal. Actually, officially on the Berry Wiki, I am listed as a clone of Tetsuya Nomura from Kingdom Hearts. So, Juice, are you Tetsuya Nomura from Kingdom Hearts? Answer yes or no. I'm just chilling out. I appreciate the pay grade, as always. But yeah. I don't want to talk down to Wall Street. Hup. I'm a little tired because what? It's getting to 9 o'clock now. We're gonna be approaching 10 o'clock soon after. And I am an early sleeper. Much to, I guess, Vegenta's dismay. I clock in pretty early. I don't know who else does that. I mean, I know there are other people who sleep early, obviously. Pig chief among them. But I don't know. I just don't like staying up late. It's not even like I have stuff to do half the time, even though sometimes I do. It's literally just like I am tired and wish to stop being tired. Anime eyes. I don't draw anime a lot. Anime-esque, however you want to put it. I tend to go for rubber hose, as is obvious by most of the things I've done. But rubber hose can be hard to make look serious, even though I would love to be able to do that one day. Make a super serious show in a rubber hose style. Not like Dark, just more like, hey, there are high stakes in this show. Take it seriously, but haha, anthropomorphic animals. Yeah, that's good. Oh hey. What the heck? What the heckle? I need to put this underneath. There's a fan-made Sonic Mania commercial I love because it's really well executed. Has a lot of that 90s flair. 90s, early 2000s commercials. I miss you. Please come back. Everything's bad now. Capitalism is falling apart. That's what will save capitalism. The early 2000s and 90s style commercial. The only thing. The chosen ones. If we can really, in spirit, get those back, then maybe everything will be okay. I think step one is just replaying old commercials. Will you consider something similar to what you're going for? No, because Cuphead is pure 1930s. Both. What was I thinking of? Execution and storytelling. Like, yes, you might think it's more serious because it's blah 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 the devil, but but I mean, honestly, if you watch a lot of old 30s cartoons, that's about in par. I mean, there's the whole Tom and Jerry. There's the Tom and Jerry cartoon where Tom's gonna go to hell unless Jerry decides to like sign basically a permission form for him. Like, you're fine, go to heaven. So I wouldn't consider those super serious. Let's do... Allow me to look at what my teacher had for this because he drew out this specific pose in particular. Some very thick brows. Only the thickest brows for this part. What's the point of being an artist if you can't give absolutely everyone caterpillar eyebrows? I basically just gave Alex thicker eyebrows because it takes up room on it takes up room on his head. But yeah, I was just gonna say, there's a fan-made Sonic Mania commercial, and I think it's really good because it has that feel, and it shows like Amy's animating the commercial, and then she continues to narrate it. That's what changed. There's no more funny narrators. You get all your legal disclaimers from a monotone voice. Do they get the same guy for that voice every time? The one who tells you that this diarrhea medicine might kill you? It sounds like it. My mom would used to make jokes about how the narration voice at Disneyland was the same guy, and they had him record a bunch of stuff. If there's one thing, getting back to DBZ for a minute, there's one thing I appreciate Trunks from the future for. It's showing us what long-haired Saiyans look like. Because otherwise, all we'd be able to see is spiky men. Spiky men. Oh yeah, that reminds me. I was thinking about this earlier today. My mom has helped me go to Comic-Con. I think at least 2 times, maybe 3. No, she helped me went to New York Comic-Con twice. And then I think Philly Comic-Con once. Back when those were a thing. And one of the first things she was exposed to was a Super Saiyan cosplay. But they were in Speedos. Oops. So she was like, "What is that?" And I was like, "Goku and Vegeta." And she's like, "What's with their hair?" And I was like, "It's spiky." And that was just her thing for the rest of the day. And you know what? I can't blame her. Very captivating. When you see men with massive hair, glowing yellow, you tend to stop and look. Like, oh my goodness. That man appears to be on fire. Wait, no, it's his hair. Let me adjust this to look a little bit better. Sometimes Alex's hair gets a little too poofy. Like, don't get me wrong, he's got a lot of it. But not that much. You don't got an afro going on here. Also, even though we're doing this in a Toriyama kind of style, I don't want his chin to be too thick. Thick! Okay. Let's do some in-betweens. Because we got some good stuff going on now. So much paper. The struggles of being a traditional animator. Paper everywhere. But not a drop to drink. Not a single drop. Oh my gosh, Studiopolis is done. Let's find a different thing to listen to. Something just to pep us up, you know? I'm on the wrong YouTube account. I have multiple YouTube accounts. Let's go. Let's go to my actual one. Oh no. You know what, let's just listen to this. I was playing this the other day. I like Bayonetta. Deja loves Bayonetta, but I like it. To be fair, I like Bayonetta because I'm like, games are neat. And Deja likes Bayonetta because they're like, step on me. Which, I mean, fair enough. Sakurai says Smash Brothers aren't for good boys and girls, but Bayonetta's got a whole BDSM shtick going. Double standard? I think so. He said that about, what is the thing of? Not Tekken, King of Fighters. A King of Fighters character, whose name I don't know because I don't know that series well. I do know one thing though, their sprite has jiggle physics. And maybe that was just a reason they didn't want to put that one in Smash. They were like, we would have to be accurate to the original game, we'd have to design jiggle physics into Smash. And at that point, we're just asking for disaster. They already censored. They censored cleavage on. What is it? Pyrrha, and Mithra. Dang it. One of those is a girl from Ruby. So it should be easier to remember. Breaker, wherever you're going, I'm going your way. Two drifters off to see the world. Nah, it's a good song. Maybe that's what's taken Bayonetta 3 so long. They can't find a good Moon song to remix into a bop. And it's like, that's a vitally important thing for these games. Are you kidding me? The game will be fucking awful if you don't get this right. I got it. Sometimes traditional animating can be a bit harder. It's not as easy as just onion skinning. It's a bit more to it there. Dun, 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 dun. All right. Breaker. Breaker. I'm doing my best here. Bayonetta now? Of course, Pig. Pig, were you not listening to stream? I will be taking points off of your report card. Sorry. How it is. How it works out. Dang it, I can't say no to that face. I deserve it. You don't. We'll just let you off with a slap on the wrist for now, okay? Wink. Wink. I'm a cool teacher. Wink. Wink. Cool teacher Cahill. Wink. It might happen one day eventually. Maybe. If they can find that fucking song. If they can find the perfect Moon song to remix. The game's made. The game is fully made. They just haven't found the right song. And they can't just make one. It has to be from like the 50s or whatever. So unfortunately, even if a really good candidate came out, like in the modern day, they wouldn't be able to use it. It's fucked up. Breathing round a bend, my huckleberry friend. Moon River. Also, the art direction in Bayonetta is great. Story's a little fucked, but hey, I'm used to that in games. I played Kingdom Hearts. So, if you can't take some funky storytelling in your games, then you're in the wrong medium. Mile, I'm crossing you in time someday. Yeah, there's something to pep me up. Pep and step. I think I should throw this out. Because what I need to do is I'm just gonna be like, I can't do the details right now. Huh. What I should focus on is the center line that I so... What is it? That I so politely drew for myself. And then 3. Dun dun dun. Hi, Nifty. How you doing? So if you're like rolling your head, Shin. So many friends. Where and they're all after the same Rainbow's End, waiting around the bend. These huckleberry friends, Moon River and me. I should just extend this chin out. Working on multiple layers. My life is a mess, and so is my art. There. Extended a bit out. Excuse me, Alex. I have to work on Alex for a minute. Maker, you heart breaker. Ooh, that's the wrong one. This one. You see the world. There's such a lot of world to see. I'm moved. This is the most I've moved frames around in a, what is the thing now? While animating. And I've made a mess of this desk before, trust me. Definitely on stream. Oh. Cute, Nivdir. I'm sorry, Pig, I don't have your special cute command. I'm a failure of a son, I know. Oh. Okay, so this should actually help. To see the world. I should move these out of frame more. Paper mess. So many things to do. I reference Smash Mouth so much. Just because I say that phrase so much, of so much to do. And so much to see. Ugh, what is wrong with taking the back streets? Maybe what I should do here is also thin up Alex's chin here. So that's kind of what's fucking me up. I mean, a lot of things are fucking me up. Like the climate crisis, but I mean, hey, only so much a humble animator like me can do about it. Okay, I think what I should do next, what I should do now is the ponytail. The ponytail is a good little bobble reference. The ponytail doesn't move much. I've made a blunder of things. Uh-oh. Well, this little cylinder moves. So let's do that. I've made several mistakes. The risk I took was calculated, but man am I bad at Avocado's number. Theme of the stream. Don't you just love it when a stream you turn into the stream? Don't you just love it when they have themes? Today's theme is the letter Q. Let's see. That works. So far it's working. Problem is that right now I just kind of have a sphere. So it's kind of easy to be like, yeah, that works. Is sphere. It's spherical. Spherical. The name. On the back. Huckleberry friend, river, and me. Hide it even more. Hide even more of the hair. We can't let the men know that we can shapeshift. What's the rest of that mean? My memory's garbage. Garbage from the trash can. I'm a trash man. Wait, what? Excuse me? I got it backwards. Oh no! Another blunder! I got my frames mixed up. Up to you, Lucy. Luckily, erasers exist. There's drawing experiences in Disney where they're like, we're not going to give you an eraser because we just want you to commit. I'm like, that's not how this works. I'm an artist. I use erasers all the time. It's fucking neato. Watch this. I can just go boop and it's gone. Perfect. Strawberry. Honestly, this is all kind of working out. It's going to be hard to tell like, you know, in general, because there's plenty of stuff yet to do, but one step at a time. Sing you. Let's see if I can just do the rest of the hair. Boop. 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 Okay. This song gives me the same vibe as like Jump Up Superstar, which is a song that just makes me happy. So sometimes it's good just to put it on. Everyone should have a happy song. There's a song you like to chill out to. Also, just to update everyone on the numbers, it says we have 11 viewers. Better than most of the streams lately. Everyone, a round of applause for yourself. You did it. Couldn't have done it without you, quite literally. May I share a happy song? You may. Pig, did I not just say everyone should have a happy song? I would love to see your happy song. I'm insulted you would think otherwise. Also, you're a mod. You can basically do whatever you want in chat. Burn chat from the inside out. Like General Grievous. And is General Grievous' death considered a spoiler since he's become a major character in the Clone Wars? Or I guess was. Like if someone's just getting into Star Wars, would telling them General Grievous dies, would that be a spoiler? Is a nerdy conversation to have? Probably. Let's see. Happy song. I'm not sure I'll play it yet, but let's see what song it is. Oh no. Oh no. The Blob OST Blissful. Okay, well, let's get past this. Oh, hey! I believe I recognize this. I think we've had this conversation before. But wait. Let's put on... Oh. I would say no. Not loop, but it works better. What do you mean it works better? That's fine. Let's just chill out to this. It's very elevatory. And sometimes that's what you need. You ever just need an elevator song to get through the day? Sometimes I do. Here's the thing. When I'm done here, I'm going to need to test out the animation. Loops weirdly. Okay, okay. Well, how about we just play this one then? And then... The Blob, too. I remember, you know, speaking of fucking 90s commercials, I feel like I remember a lot of those types of commercials for this game in particular. Seeing them as a child. As a wee lad. Anyway, moving stuff around, moving stuff. Play the Blob, dude. Go for it. I've already played both of my childhood games on stream. I mean, I could, if I can figure out a good way to stream DS that's not emulator before someone says it, then I could start playing Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, but I haven't figured that out yet, so. Before you're like, Cahill. Damn, that is dedication. I definitely did something similar with Epic Mickey 2, which I'll play eventually. Listen, Epic Mickey 2 is good. I mean, it's okay. It's just not, you know... Like, I consider the first game a hidden gem. And the second game is just kind of like, it's better than you would expect. If that makes sense. Like, I'm not gonna sing its praises like I do the first game, but... It's like, if you went in there expecting a really shitty Mickey Mouse title, it's like, it's not that bad. It's like, it's passable. Honestly, I'd almost be sadder if the fucking games were in reverse order, because then it would be like, oh, they were getting so much better. And then, upsy daisy. People didn't play them. Pig, what is the gameplay of the Blob? Please explain. So this is just about wrapped up, so. Don't play another ad. Don't play another ad. Damn it, it played another ad. It's a one about opening after coronavirus again. With painting elements. Splatoon! Got it. Splatoon ripoff. Understood. Up, get down. Actually, as someone, I haven't got... Yeah, I must legit play it. I wanted thought in Smash for a long time. Now you're legit. Listen, if you want a game character, if you want any game character in Smash, you're legit. If you want an anime character in Smash, I don't think you're getting it. And I hope you, pretty sure Bob came first. You would, I see no proof. And I see no evidence. Show me the proof. Show me the fingerprints. That or for Smash. That'd actually be cool. I don't know. Listen, Off's great, and I would argue it didn't really get its airing in the public eye. But it'd be really weird if the one indie rep was from a game that a lot of people haven't played. When fucking Shovel Knight got demoted to assist trophy status. So far, the one rule of assist trophy deconfirms still holds true, right? Haven't broken that one yet. Beards don't mean shit, but got robbed, so yes. It be like that. Let's get down. Dun, 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 dun. Doing my best. Hope Isaac breaks that rule. Isaac would be okay. Isaac or Meat Boy. They've made, like, Shovel Knight is much their junior when it comes to indie games. So if they got in instead of Shovel Knight, I'd be okay. Honestly, even after Shovel Knight got snubbed, I was like, I think Shantae should get in, but she hasn't, so we'll see. No, I mean, oh, okay, whoops. Listen, I haven't had much exposure to Golden Sun. Sorry. Also, we were talking indie titles, so I assumed, and that made an ass out of you and me. I got your proof, Cahill. Where? Where, Gold? The proof is in the pudding. Uwu7. I don't know why Red Mage said Uwu7, but I appreciate it. I was saying yesterday, those are one of my prouder modes. A good joke there, but I actually just went and looked up the release dates of both games. That's not proof. That's not proof. It's a good emote. You're a good emote, Red Mage. Red Mage, you just make me think of... I hope you're just the Black Wizard from FF1, except you're tinted red. It's the switch the color palette. I hope that's what you look like in real life. In real life. You're about... I want to imagine... Okay, so Red Mage in real life is about... Look about... I'd say, I don't know. They're about 4 feet tall, and they're a two-dimensional sprite. They have very limited animation frames. And that's how they go about on a daily basis. I would give him a hug. You're doing my future face reveal. Oh well. I already did my face reveal. So what do I care? What do I care about others' face reveals? Mine is secure. Except it wasn't really a face reveal, I just said thank you. I was like, this is me. Get ready for face cam, because that's never gonna happen. Are you kidding me? I'd be smugly. Can't be spoiling things. I'm a smugly person. On a day-to-day basis. And occasionally I take selfie feeling cute, might delete later. But that's not the status quo. I'm not just gonna roll out of bed and be like, time to stream. I'll look bad. Is it just me? Because, like, here's the thing, right? There are many a YouTuber, an internet personality, if you will, who likes to keep things private, right? Which is fair. They have the right to that. They don't forfeit everything just because they want to do stuff online. That's a fucked up way of running things. But are you ever like, hey, what is this fact about this person? Whether it be about their dating life, their, you know, their physical appearance, blah, blah, blah. Like, to me, it doesn't wicket matter, but I just get that itch of, like, what is that? Is there confirmation about it? Because if there's not, then I'm like, okay, whatever. Moving on. I'm not gonna find it. I'm not about to sleuth it out. If it's not out there, there's probably a reason for that. But it doesn't mean I don't get curious. And hey, as much as they have the right to keep it to themselves, I also have the right to be curious. And I'll never ask them in real life. Barry's basically laid his deck of cards on the table. That's the first thing he did when he started streaming. He's like, I have a girlfriend. Y'all need to get used to that. Figured I can't keep that private while I'm streaming. And we were like, okay, Barry. We will consistently act like we like Bath more than you. Thank you. And that's been the status quo. Whoa, 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 whoa. What was I thinking of? I'm gay, even though I'm not. To be fair, you called Magenta your boyfriend. Also, Pig, I didn't have to convince people I was gay. They just assumed. They looked up Dylan Cahill Bull? Question mark? Because some people, they have a wife, but on the side, total matador. I hope John Mulaney's doing okay. Last I checked, he went into rehab. Because he does some substances. Despite making jokes about how he doesn't look like he does substances. Oh, people think that. Pig, do you realize... Okay, never mind. First off, I don't... As much as I talk about that on stream, I don't project that in real life. In fact, I wouldn't even introduce them like that for certain reasons. I'd be like, this is Deja. But also, that's like me being like, but Pig, you've dated women. Why would people assume you? Pig, you've touched a girl. How could anyone think you were into the penis? I know it's more complicated. Yes. Unlike... About my boy... Yeah, but I talk about my boyfriend on stream. Yeah, and... You could be bi. What was I thinking of? I took my parents on a trip to Yellowstone National Park to come out, so that way they could see they had a bi son. Good joke. Damn. Damn. Views immediately fall to -1. I'd be impressed. No, views did fall. Not to -1. But hey, Pig, you got your wish. Also, I realized something. I should erase the body here. The body. Because your body inflates a little bit. That's a bad way to put that. Y'all ever just inflate? There. A little bit, yeah. Just go boom. Y'all ever just be Kirby and be so light that you can inflate yourself and thus float on air? Y'all ever think about how... So Kirby's biology has to be such that he's basically just a balloon. Like literally a balloon. But it's a balloon made of some kind of indestructible biological pink material. Pink is the important part. Like, if they made a Kirby 1-for-1 in real life, and it wasn't pink, I'd be like, that's not Kirby. You have done it wrong. Go back. This boy ain't pink. That ain't a Kirby. Don't get me wrong, you've made an indestructible world eater that can float on air because of how thin it is and has a cheery attitude. Good for you. It ain't pink though. But you get back to the bed. I think he probably feels kind of like a balloon but softer. Like, you know how rubber, so like imagine what a balloon feels like. Now instead of being kind of like sticky because of the static and stuff, take that away. That's what Kirby's like. Not nearly as abrasive, but just as soft. I have a headache. I'm probably gonna take like a bit of a break tomorrow. I did a lot today. I might do some drawing, like the quality of the balloon, but like the texture of eggs. That, hey, Red Mage, that was exactly what I was thinking of. Cause like, I didn't want to say felt, cause I don't imagine Kirby's hairy in any sense. I don't think we have any proof that he has any hair. I think he's pretty fleshy. So like, just like soft, almost like nylon, I guess. Like just more like very balloon-esque, but the static electricity and kind of friction you get from rubber is just gone. I hope that answers your question. Sakurai, give me Kirby's number. I know he's real. I need to know where you're hiding him. Kirby would be the best to hang out with. I don't imagine there's a day that would go by where we're learning Kirby from Nintendo is real wouldn't just brighten my day. I said this on like, I did the one time I have interacted with Dearbits, the streamer Dearbits, in more than just a chat sense, is when they invited me on to do an SCP stream, because I know a lot about SCP. There's an alert for that, by the way. And I said, I had the statement of like, if any SCP ever was real, turned out to be a real thing, I would just shit my pants. Because, like, even the beneficial ones, for the most part, A, either have a horrible drawback, or B, would confirm the existence of other SCPs being real. And I don't want to take that lottery. There are close to 6,000 SCPs. And even if one of them, even if someone made the distinction of like, some of these could be good, and if you spin this wheel, it'll be yours, I'd be like, no. Because the risk scenario on that is so bad. But Kirby's the opposite of that. If I found out Kirby was real at any point, I'd be like, the world is automatically a better place. I can see clearly now that the rain is gone. The rain being that the idea that Kirby isn't real. Because he is. That being said, I believe Kirby definitely takes place in a timeline in which the Earth faces an industrial apocalyptic future. Because one of the games shows Earth in that kind of state. Which would mean that the entire... Okay, so the Nintendo universe is connected, based on Smash Brothers. Whether that's interdimensional or just spatial is yet to be seen. But regardless, that fact stands. Now, taking that information, that sounds like our timeline. You bet your buttocks it is. taking that information, Mario exists somewhere within the same space as Kirby. We have more recently gotten a fuller picture of what Mario's world looks like, which includes both Mario humans, as in humans that look like Mario and Luigi, and like very realistic humans in New Donk City. So does that mean in the Nintendo here isn't anywhere in their world? Well, okay. Smash Brothers as a whole is definitely interdimensional, but Nintendo properties specifically. Well, I guess Xenoblade is a Nintendo property. But regardless, does that mean in the Nintendo shared world, humans fucked up Earth just so bad, just so very bad, with robots and whatnot, and left it to go wherever the fuck Mario is? Because there are rocket ships in Mario. Mario 2, a very common level element, is a rocket ship you hop on. Rosalina, who is for all intents and purposes human as far as we know, what was I thinking of? Easily dashes in between galaxies. Which means at some point, which first off means that of the cultures that survived, the two, and Pikmin takes place before Kirby, after the humans are left, but before it's completely fucked up. I would actually say it probably takes place after Kirby, because like all of the mechanical parts have fallen apart, which leaves ruins underneath the dirt, but you know, not robots. But regardless, which means of the two cultures that survived, one was America because of New Donk City, and one was Italy. And and as far as we know, those are okay. So the Nintendo timelines or events are Kirby, where Earth is known as Shiver Star, where it's just completely overrun by industrialism and what was I thinking of? And robots. Pikmin, where that has eroded away, and I had to enter this. Has eroded away and has become new again. And then Splatoon. That's where I was going. Where a very late stage plan to replace humanity has gone awry and has created new squid humanity. Which also means that in this universe I'm creating, I guess theorizing right now, they don't know what humans are, even though they still exist, wherever the fuck Mario is. Mushroom World. In the same universe. So, F-Zero and Star Fox. So, F-Zero and Star Fox probably take place before Kirby. So, F-Zero / Star Fox, Kirby, Pikmin, and then Splatoon. Mario is on Dinosaur Planet. Is that canon? Is that what they call it? Because that's bad. That's a bad name. Which would mean, oh my gosh, we cracked the egg wide open. The reason Bowser is always trying to take over is because Koopas are the native to the planet Mario, Peach, and everyone else inhabit. It's just that so much time has passed in between them coming to invade that planet and current day that no one even remembers. Bowser doesn't know why he's salty about them living there. He just knows he's salty. But the reason being that his Koopa ancestors lost a majority of their planet to humans. That became Star Fox Adventures. Oh lord. No offense. We're making a few stretches in order to have this shared timeline of Nintendo events. I'm not willing to accept that General Scales at one point evolves into Bowser. That's not... I'll tell y'all one thing. No! Nothing about Star Fox Adventures evolves into Mario. I draw the line there. In fact, I'm ending stream because I'm about tired of animating. And also, no, he evolves into Yoshi. No, Pig. This is my Big Bang. No. I do not accept that in any sense. And let's see who we can raid. You didn't broke me, you just got me upset. Because I don't want to think about sexy fox boob woman from Star Fox Adventures evolving into any form of Mario character. Who would she even be? Would they evolve into the cats in Mario 3D World? They'd probably evolve into the cats, right? We're gonna raid Dither. They're playing Sonic Adventure. Also, they were showing off on Twitter that's on a Dreamcast. So, you know. He was playing Sonic Adventure. I noted, and I did it. And back with coffee. I'm sorry, Greg. Stream is ending, but I love you. Also, we're raiding Dither with Sonic Adventure. Oh my goodness, with the Yang. Greg, I love you. Goodbye.